morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're coming live from Music Grove Studios. This is the Surround Sound Podcast, brought to you by our sponsor, Healthy Junk Food of Nashville, Tennessee. Thanks to everyone for rocking with us on the Surround Sound Podcast starting lineup on Facebook Live. And speaking of live, every Monday at 8 p.m., when we have guests in studio, you'll be able to kick it with us and you'll be able to see what we doing in the studio and all that good stuff. So make sure you check out the fan page on Facebook, on Instagram, search Surround Sound Podcast, and we're everywhere. Also, you can follow me on Twitter and all that good stuff. We got D Holiday in the building. D, how was your weekend?
I really hate that question because my weekend will always consist of work. So,
okay, how was your week?
It was what it was. It was cool. Ready for my weekend to start on Wednesday because I'm off on Wednesday.
That's what's up, then. That's what's up. Speaking of off, and just hanging out and kicking it, we got a very special guest that's going to be hanging out and kicking with us all show long. The head coach of North Carolina Central University's football team. They went 9-3. This guy has won the MEAC his first 3 seasons, and he won it outright this past year and went to the Celebration Bowl. Please welcome head coach Jerry Mack. What's going on, Mack?
How's it going, Ruben?
Hey, I'm good, man. What you laughing at, bro?
Just how you introduced me.
Hey, man. Hey,
it's funny to hear it.
It's funny to hear it, being that what our background is, huh?
Hey, no doubt about it.
What a difference a day makes, that is. Mac, man, we're gonna talk about just a little bit of everything on the entertainment front, on the sports front, but we definitely gonna majorly get into football. And that brings us to the Funky 4+1 Mo. Starting off on the Funky 4+1 Mo, we have bowl games in the Music City Bowl. Number 21 Tennessee, they won. They beat Nebraska 38-24. The Boca Raton Bowl, which had University of Memphis, and Western Kentucky. Memphis lost a tough one, 51-21. Campaign World Independence Bowl, NC State versus Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt lost they were close there in the beginning, but they wound up losing 41-17. And my alma mater, Middle Tennessee State, lost 52-35 in the Hawaii Bowl. Mac, you guys came up just a tad bit short in the Air Force Reserve Celebration Bowl. You guys lost 9-10. But this is what I want to know. What did you think prior to the game? What were the keys to having a successful game?
Well, I say it a lot of times in the press conference. Grambling State was probably one of the best offenses in all of the college football. They were averaging probably close to over 40 points a game, and we were good in our respective right. And I thought it would have been a little more points scored in the game. Mm-hmm. But I thought the key to victory going into the game was when we got a chance to get the ball in the red zone, we had to score a touchdown. Right. And we just did not do that. We dropped a touchdown early in the game, and we missed a field goal. And I said the entire leading up into the game that we were going to have to score touchdowns in order to make sure we separated from an explosive offense like that. I thought our defense played outstanding. They got after Gramble's offense, and they held them to only one touchdown. And I think we blocked, tipped a field goal, and we allowed one field goal. So defense played outstanding. We missed some opportunities on the offense side of the ball. But I would have thought it would have been a few more points scored in the game. Mm-hmm. But it was a really good defensive battle. That
it was, man. And like you said, for Grambling State to score that many points on a regular basis, for the 2016-17 campaign, for it to be for the outcome to be 9-10 like that, it was definitely a great game played by your defense. Tell me this though, and this is something that I've been wondering. On that last touchdown, would you have went for 2 or would you have kicked the field goal if the scenario would have played out a little bit different?
Well, our defense was playing so good that day that I would have thought that if we had a chance to get into overtime, we probably could have held them to a field goal. Definitely, I thought we could have, kept them out the end zone. So, it would have been a tough decision. I was thinking, depending on how our momentum was going, to go ahead and go for two. We had about two plays that were kind of on deck. That if we got the ball down there, we could have went for it. So, it's hard to say. I thought all the odds were in our favor. We had a couple of plays that we liked. Our defense was playing outstanding if we had to take it into overtime. So it's just hard to say. It was going through my mind, but unfortunately we didn't get that opportunity.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I was actually here in the studio, and I was like, he gonna go for two. He gonna go for two. I just know it in my bones. But then again, situations led to where you couldn't actually go for two, and it made more sense to try to kick the extra point. Next up in our Funky 4+1 mode, we got number 2, and number 2 is those NHL Predators. The Predators, whoo, man, they're sticking up the joint right now, and it's probably because P.K. Subban has been out the last 5 games, and it looks like because of a lower back injury, he's going to be out the next 2 games. Anyway, the Preds have fell from 9th place to 11th at 13, 12, and 5. Come on, Grizz, let's pick it up. Number 3 in the Funky 4+1 mode is the NBA's Grizzlies, the hometown team. They're 20-14, still holding down that 7th seed in the West. Conley came back. He looked a bit sluggish as when he came back, but Marc Gasol and the boys, also Zebo, the neighborhood hero, coming off the bench. Chandler Parsons coming back and being healthy. We're looking real good. We're holding down that 7th seed and it's being solid. One time to the Utah Jazz, as I was preparing for today's show, the Utah Jazz are in the 3rd place. Oh, my God. That is a far cry from where they have been the past couple of years. Also, coming up in weeks to come, the MVP race. I'm going with the triple-double machine in Russell Westbrook. However, James Harden, fear the beard, as they say. We're going to see which one of those guys. Or it could be KD, it could be Steph, it could be LeBron even again. We're going to see how that goes. Number 4 of the Funky 4 is Trump has officially won the presidency, and now by a larger margin than some others were expected. But this is the thing about Trump that really gets my gander. He says things with, and I guess he just feels like he has to answer nobody. I was watching the news today. The guy, President-elect, said he has information about stuff that no one else knows, and I'm thinking he's about to, cite a source or two or give a little bit more information. That was it. He didn't say nothing else. Anyway, that's him right there. Lastly, the one mo. The one mo is pertaining to the sign of the times. The sign of the times this day will be about the hip-hop influence in our lives. What does it do? What does it say? And what does it mean about us? We'll be back with more with Jerry Mack, head coach of North Carolina Central University, right here on the podcast.
People don't use our music to get high. They use our music to get by.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
When it's Christmas time. Well, motherfucker, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. Y'all didn't think we was gonna do it again? Huh, motherfucker, what? MP beat my name from the ghetto to fame. Got to make them say, that the world screaming my name. From every soldier wreck, from every killer to cadet. Player haters get wet, true players march, players step. We know lemon soldiers. I thought I told you. We know lemon soldiers. I thought I told you. No, lemon soldiers. I thought I told you. We know lemon soldiers. I thought I told you. I'm a motherfucker. No lemon soldiers. It's a mystery. Our young black thugs have made history. We true on the ride, and we gon' ball till we fall. 2 shots with my dead on the wall cap of a bunch of ghetto millionaires on the rise. They must respect like the motherfucker. Why I got the true tattooed on my back in my arm and represent the South Third.
I was out in the streets like cop nines or spray painted stop signs. We just hitting rock down needles of the white lines, second lines, petty crime down to a dome call, all from a phone call. I done been through it all, but you forgot my name, fiend, and I don't around. And soldiers show they body rotted when I come around. I'm Mr. Walk, the one that's tighter than some new J's. About getting some 2-play, it's gonna be funky for a few days.
We know lemon soldiers. I thought I told you. We know lemon soldiers. I thought I told you.
Y'all remember me? I'm the one they call Mr. Magic, or at least to succeed. But now I'm back to let you have it. And I'm moving on. You can't stop this tank. I'm wet. You with me? P. Guaranteed. Your head gon' split. Who make y'all scream the loudest? Who lied? That only Master P boys can get rowdy.
wanna spell everything out. That'll snap your motherfucking neck if you ain't got no motherfucking respect. The soldier they've been holding back for years cause scared of my motherfucking bite. But Peter loosen up the stress and believing you ain't leaving this motherfucker for everybody fight. Even if you don't want to, I'ma hit you, punch you, kick you. I'm the roundest motherfucker in this and I love to get with you. I'm wearing these letters across my stomach to show loyalty. If you don't respect our number one authority, you gonna be a casualty. I'm a soldier.
Rounding up my soldiers, scooping up my warriors, mobbing with these no-limit true shot callers, street brawlers, all us. Don't around. We ain't gonna tear your club up, boy. We gon' shut the down. Lyrically, I drown soldier haters. I'm the lady alligator. Take it, shake it, and bake it. Split your decision maker. Wake up, fire starters coming harder than your father's fist. Maybe caught your mama with her lips around a neighbor's dick. It's the same. Y'all know a mama drama, me an ex-host. Y'all don't want no problems. We soldiers.
We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers. I
hit you with the left, right, left. Then a roundhouse kick. Makes the room back up. I get right up in this. We get the watch me get mine. Then I with my full grown. The brain's blown for my infamous spit. Then I get out your lady with my infamous dick. Get 'em up, hit 'em up, my entourage. And camouflage when you hit. Get the out of dodge.
Mr. M-O-M-I to the T. Second in command when I give my demands on the person to stop me. This beat, no tattletale. Bitches I have to kill. I grab a steel. Soldier from start. No feeling born killer left my heart on the battlefield. Now what? Coming through spitting, come through hitting. Y'all hit the deck. Bullets coming through flipping, hit you. So now come and get you next. Train for combat, bomb on contact. Play fair, y'all been warned. So y'all stay there. You could tell we some soldiers. Fight, like. You could tell we some soldiers. Everybody start the fight, told you. No limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. No limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. Left, right, motherfucker. Tight running from the rep fire, coming from a windpipe. Bullet wound, pistol blade, motherfucker. This fight hiding in the tent with a motherfucker. Them lights, I go to tank. Here come the round. Throwing grenade, get on the ground. You might just get up without your head. You're looking for trouble, then that's what you find. Take a long time with the rhyme, trying to find these. Man, trying to respect our mind. Don't shoot us and stab us and kick us and cut us. We can't with us when we combine. Get you every time, put your foot on the mind. Time, metal when it's high, explode. Don't matter how you put it when you tell it. Bomb me, let it be known I'm a motherfucker. No limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. No limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. No limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. No limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you.
Yeah, boy. This is the Surround Sound Podcast, baby. Double play style.
Yo, see Murder. What was that? Nigga, you woke? Keep your eyes on the road, nigga. Pass the weed. Okay. We gonna head up Interstate 10. We gonna pick up Pimp C and Bum B. That's my nigga. We gonna get rowdy and body. We gonna handle our business. We gonna smoke. We gonna make it back to the NO. Cause you know what? Us South niggas don't play a hate. We got love from the South, the East, to the West, to the Nizzo. But it's your time now, baby. We gonna handle our business. And we gonna do this shit like G. We gonna represent to the Disney. You heard me?
This game fucked up, I ain't got no friends. And I done spent my last $70,000 on a drop top Benz. And I'm a drill nigga, trying to put the 45 to his heel bigger. Lay it down, motherfucker, cause I'm busting for mine. Take that out every time, and I ain't trying dine. Niggas down in Port Arthur, still thinking I'm playing. Bust 70 times to let them feel what I'm saying. UGK and C Murder, Cadillac in the tank. About to fade the platinum, smoke some dank and some drink. Yo, bitch, love me when I come to your city. Jerk my dick out of pussy
B.I.T. we kilo in danger. Just like the ATF is HBD and Texas Rangers. Fucking with me and my middle fingers. But to this shit, nigga, we ain't strangers. With high calibers and magnums. Cannon gauges, pistols, hand grenades and landmines. Choppers, pipe bombs and missiles. Some of them bitches whistle. Some of them bitches silent. But all them bitches handle their business. All of them violent. Body is dangerous. Soldiers come join the gang with us. Get bang with us, hang with us. Spit the no limit slang with us. I came to bust every ass in my way till it's over. So get that chip off your shoulder. Fix your lip, I done told you. We hold your hostage in your own apartment complex. Nigga, I can see that you got flicks. Sit down and take a context. This ain't nothing to sneeze at. The fear in your eyes, I see that. Bitch, where the keys and the G's at? When we bout to pull a kick down.
Lay down on the floor, want the cheese and the money. Everybody gotta go. I'm fit to pull a kick down. Lay down on the floor, want the cheese and the money. Everybody gotta go.
Lay it down, motherfucker. Everybody gotta go. Give me the loot is what I tell them when I kick in the door. Nigga, I'm mad at the world from a lack of having paper. Fuck the law and the cops, cause I'm down for a case.
Some say we dangerous, especially when we broke. I'm more deadly than the dope feeding for dope. I just live for confetti. You see, I'm deadly like Freddy. I run through your house and leave it messy like
I got too much stress in my head. I wanna take my own life. My last chance is a 211, but it got me thinking twice. There's a drought right now, so these drugs ain't happening. And if it wasn't for no limit, there wouldn't be no money in rapping.
You see, my boy had a apartment full of keys and G's. The word on the street is homie told his baby mama to freeze. See, you can't trust nobody in this dope gang. Keep your eyes on your enemies, stack some chips and get out, man.
The down ass nigga, and watch me pull a flea flicker and make my cheese get bigger. If I get caught, I'm facing 25, but that don't mean shit. Cause if I go to jail, it gotta be better than living like this, nigga. 2 shots in the air, cause I ain't about being broke. And if anybody make a move, nigga, everybody gotta go. We just some body niggas from New Orleans and Texas hooked up. See murder, Master P, and UGK. My nigga, what?
I'm about to pull a kick down. Lay down on the floor, want the cheese and the money. Everybody.
Welcome back. I am R. Hunter Jr., the truth and not a rumor. And our special guest is head coach Jerry Mack of North Carolina Central University. Mack, we left out something. Better yet, I left out something. I ain't going to even put it on you. I left out something, and we were talking about the national championship race that is the college football playoffs. First up, the matchup is Clemson versus Alabama, which is a basically a replay, a redo from last year's national championship game. However, the rock that I would throw into this, Coach Mack, is that Lane Kiffin is leaving. Now, what my question is to you is, how important really are offensive and defensive coordinators when it comes to game planning for a game such as this?
They're critical. I mean, it's the heart and soul of preparation and what you're doing. And you know, Lane Kiffin has been doing a great job the last few years of calling the plays. He's pretty much taken Alabama's offense and put it, you know, probably in the 21st century. Before Lane Kiffin, you know, a lot of people remember it just being more of a pound and ground type of offense. Mm-hmm. But he brought a spread game aspect to Alabama's offense, which makes them even more dynamic and more really unstoppable than they had probably before he came. So, you know, being that offensive coordinator over there at Alabama, and then defensively, you know, everybody knows Nick Saban has his hands really deep in defensively of what they're doing in Alabama. So, you know, the preparation that those guys put in and the time that they put in to making sure that the schemes are right. They're the people that's going to spend all the time in there watching film and making sure the concepts are good. And it's critical to winning the game.
I could dig that. Alabama did win 24-7. They beat Washington. I really thought Chris Peterson, I was hoping he was going to give us some of that Boise State magic. However, as I was tweeting about the game, one thing that I can say about Alabama is they have players. And I was talking to Troy earlier. Whatever the scheme is, you can put, if you have players, you can put them in a position, and their athletic ability and their actual mental framework of how to play the game will always come through. And I think that's what happened with Alabama. They just outclassed Washington, although Washington did give a valiant effort there for a while. Next up, it was Clemson and Ohio State, Coach Mack. I must say, for me, I did not think Coach Urban Meyer and the boys would have came out and laid an egg like that. And that's, once again, that is me talking. What did you think about that game?
I think people always talk about that the game was won in the trenches. Mm-hmm. I think that Ohio State and Clemson game is a clear-cut example of that. The way Clemson's defensive line just got after quarterback, and they got penetration all night long and stayed in the backfield. I mean, that just showed to you everything starts up front. And I was really, really impressed. That was my first time having an opportunity to watch Clemson play for 4 quarters. Being a college football coach, it's just tough to sit down and watch people because everybody plays on Saturday.
Right.
But, to see those guys, I mean, they got some NFL draft picks on that defensive line, several of them. And they just dominated the game from start to finish up front. And another thing is Clemson was motivated. They played with a chip on their shoulder, I think, all year. And I think they went in that game really hungry to try to get back to that national championship game, to try to prove that they wanted another shot at Alabama.
Very astute assessment. And, brother, you make me feel real well because as I was watching the game, I actually tweeted about Pharrell, number 99 from Clemson. And, I mean, I want to say Jordan, the Ohio State offensive lineman, I want to say he hurt himself. But I think even before that, Pharrell really let his presence be felt. And I think he was really the catalyst that led his team, Clemson, to the berth in the national championship game. So let me ask you this: any prediction on who you think may win?
Oh, it's a tough one, but I got to continue to go with Alabama. It's just something about Nick Saban and Alabama playing the national championship games that they just seem to get it done. And until somebody proves me different, that I just still got my money on Alabama. I just think that they're a stronger team. I'm really rooting for Deshaun Watson because I would love to see him go out in his probably one of his last college games to be really successful. But I just don't think he's going to be able to get it done against the Alabama defense.
Yeah, that's true. I totally agree with that. Alabama has depth. They have players. They have the coach. I can't see it happening where Clemson might win, but as you spoke of, hunger is definitely something that you have to account for. Moving on, we're going to go to the entertainment section, Mac. We just played some No Limit Soldiers, some Master P for you, man. Birthdays, celebrity birthdays, sports birthdays, and even anniversaries and deaths. Morris Chestnut, he turned 48. Tate Diggs turned 45. Sir Isaac Newton, 1643 to 1727. He would have been born this week. Kevin Pillar, you can catch him on MLB Network. Also a fabulous baseball player. His birthday would have been this week. Blue Ivy Carter, she turned 4 this week. Butterfly McQueen. Who is Butterfly McQueen? D, who is...
Butterfly McQueen is an actress back in the day. She's born in 1911. She's most known for her part in Gone with the Wind.
Okay.
And she played Prissy in Scarlett O'Hara's.
In Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. You always throw a curveball to me, and she was the curveball. Also, Dustin Diamond, better known as Screech, 39. Byron Clay, 37. Gilbert Arenas, Mr. Gun Toter, 35. Danny Gromer was 31. Also, we missed these birthdays because we were off last week. LeBron James, Tiger Woods, and Sandy Koufax were all born on December 30th. Coach Mack, who are some of your favorite artists, actors, actresses, even athletes? Who are some of your favorites, man?
Actors, actresses?
Yeah, actors, actresses, singers.
I would say actors. I like Kerry Washington. I'm a big Scandal fan.
Okay.
I really like that. I'm always a Denzel fan. I don't think Denzel's played in a bad movie since I've been living.
That's true. That's true. If he's in it, then it probably is a good movie.
And you know this, I'm always going to be an R. Kelly fan. That's going to be there.
I can dig it.
Always.
You know who I thought you were going to say?
Who's that?
I thought you was going to roll with Genuine.
Nah, Genuine hasn't had a hit since we was in high school.
True. I guess your favorite album might be 100% Genuine, but he's not your favorite singer.
Nah, probably not.
That's cool.
I'm a big, TP2.com, that was the album for me.
This is true, man. This is true. Word on the street, Ninth Wonder, he is an alum of NCCU.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ninth, he teaches classes on campus.
Oh, does he?
He's very active. He teaches hip-hop class on campus. We see him all the time. He's actually came and spoke to the team a couple of times in preseason camp, and he has some of our players, in classes as well. So he's a big part of campus. He's really invested in NCCU and the brand that we try to put out.
Big shouts out to Ninth Wonder. I did not know that he was big in it like that. I was just thinking, because I read a article. I was thinking that he just possibly, just came by and said, hey, what's up, saying a big rah-rah sis boom bah for the football team. But he's actually there. He's deep in NCCU. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. He's on the sideline sometimes. He's at basketball games. He's a big part of the environment.
Hey, that's great, man. That's great. Mac, how do you feel about athletes such as LSU's Leonard Fournette? How do you feel about them when they, let's say, sit out a bowl game?
That's a really tough decision. You talk about team and you want a guy to be really invested and really stress the teamwork part of it. He's all his years in college and, growing up, that's a big part of it. But, these guys are choosing to sit out in some of these games and, they're finally getting to the point where they're thinking about themselves and thinking about their families and their future.
Right.
The reality of it is a lot of, unless you're playing for the national championship, the bowl game really has no precedence on whether you win a championship or not. It's a great experience for the young men. It's a great experience for the university and exposure and everything like that. But when these guys get to the point where their futures are involved and they don't want to get hurt because they got a chance to make millions and millions of dollars and take care of their families, then it's hard to blame them for not wanting to risk that injury for those kind of games. So I think we're going to start seeing a trend. To be honest with you, I think this is what probably the first year I remember that being such a big issue with Christian McCaffrey sitting out and Leonard sitting out.
Stanford,
I think that's going to start to be a big trend, especially at the positions like the running back position and high impact positions where down after down they're taking banging. Quarterback maybe a little bit different, receivers maybe a little bit different, but those positions where they're constantly getting hit every time they touch the ball, that you got to be careful with those types of situations, because there have been situations in the past where guys have played in bowl games and pretty much their careers have been over with or suspended, for a year or so because they got hurt. I remember back, it was Willis McGahee back in the early 2000s. They had that leg injury in that bowl game, and he couldn't play his first year in the NFL.
And you know what, McGahee did have a serviceable career in the NFL. The guy that really comes to my mind is Marcus Lattimore when he played for South Carolina.
Yep.
Yeah, honestly, he got more than just a couple of $1 million that probably went down the drain because of his knee injury. Lastly, Coach Mack, we got Ice Cube. Ice Cube has started a retired NBA Stars League. It's crazy. He's going to have guys like Steven Jackson and Jason Williams. He has his own league. I think that is really a good look because a lot of players, they can still play. However, their bodies just won't allow them to do the, back-to-back or 2 games in 3 days and, things of that nature. So one time to Ice Cube, I think that is a real good look. He's gonna put some more NBA players back into work. Make sure you catch us in just a minute. We're going to have Football 101 with my guy, Coach Jerry Mack. We'll be back in a minute. We got Swamp Nigga, Master P coming up next on the podcast.
Here go the money. Got the coat. Here go the money. Got the coat. I ain't coming for no coffee. Straight up coat. Jumped in my cutlass, rolling on switch.
riches. Gold day shining down south, feeling bitches. Niggas out the swamp, should I say New Orleans? Richmond, California, imported me some dank weed, rolling on blunts. Niggas call it swishes sweet. I got birds 16, 5 a motherfucking key. Fool, when you hit me, it's 18.5. I gotta tax you 2 G's just for taking a ride. Cause niggas down south, niggas ain't playing. Niggas talk shit, motherfuckers Z-land. Down on the ground, just like 8-ball. Hit you with your nuts and your G's up the bare wall. Push you behind a pinto in the block. Niggas slanging keys. Now somebody got shot, call the cops. Killers, I'm a dealer. Mr. Ice Cream Man, your neighborhood drug dealer. Nigga, that's wild. Down south, we routed. From Atlanta to Texas. Nigga, want y'all read about swamp niggas coming up, flowing like killer. Y'all ain't ready, but I ain't mystical, I'm a dealer. Niggas slanging cane, coca leaves up the brain. But it's a motherfucking third wall, I mean a swamp thing. Hey, in the middle of the motherfucking South, niggas got gold in they motherfucking mouth. On my way to Chicago to pick up me a soldier. I ain't even dripping off this shit cause I'm a roller. Nigga riding dirty, just like UGK. 4 Tech 9s in the motherfucking AK. Niggas ain't playing down south, bitch, we bout it. I told y'all niggas in 96, yeah, don't y'all doubt it. But niggas try to play us like some bitches. Nigga that snuck up on you hoes and snatch some riches. From labels like No Limit to Squad to Rap a Lot. Independent black on bitch and we can't be stopped breaking bread with the motherfucking ballers. Nigga checks Billboard, yeah, and we shot callers. Now y'all niggas mad cause the nigga famous. I think the president put a price on my anus. America's nightmare, but I'm not cute. I represent the motherfucking red and the blue shoes. I mean the bangers, the killers, the gangsters. But nigga, I'm a swamp, professional ghetto rap slanger. Niggas in Texas, sipping on syrup. Niggas sipping board. Niggas on that furrow. Niggas in Florida, selling that water. Niggas in Baton Rouge, pushing them quotas. All the way to Shreveport to motherfucking Mississippi, Oklahoma. Back to Kansas City, fifth wheel grill. Niggas coming down. Fools getting killed if they from out of town. 615s in the candy painted Cadillac. Bump and break them all, rolling just like a maniac. Players from the South Side, motherfucking G. I got beats by the pound, just like quarter keys. KLC put it on the skill so y'all can feel it. Moby D put it in the bag so y'all can peel it. Craig B whipped it up with some B12. I slung it on the streets to make the motherfucker sell. Too short, say fool, get in where you fit it. That's why I'm a swamp nigga. I just trying to pay the rent.
That was a little Master P. No Limits Greatest Hits, basically, I guess, if you want to quantify the songs of this show. Also, we're talking this football 101. We're going to talk a little football with Coach Mack in the professional ranks. Coach Mack, I guess growing up, who was your favorite team?
You know, I really didn't have necessarily a favorite team. I had favorite players. But if you just want to say that a team that I always used to root for, it would have been the 49ers, because I grew up during kind of the glory days of, you know, the early 90s is when I really got into football, and that was the team I really liked a lot.
Okay, so your favorite player just had to be Jerry Rice, huh?
Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, the Roger Craigs of the world, all those kind of people.
Wow, that's a name that you don't hear a lot as far as that dynasty goes. Because Roger Craig was I think like one of the only backs that ran for 1,000 yards and caught for 1,000 yards in like one season. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely a catalyst right there for that team. We cover 4 teams. First up, the Falcons. The Falcons ended the season 11-5, the number 2 seed in the NFC. Matt Ryan is having a Pro Bowl MVP caliber season. Any thoughts? Any words right there as far as the Falcons go, Coach Mack?
I mean, we got opportunity to play, in that stadium, and then I think they had a game the next day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just kind of been following the Falcons just because they're not too far away. And I mean, like you said, Matt Ryan's having an incredible season. He's probably one of the most underrated, I feel like, quarterbacks in the league. I mean, he's done a great job with the Falcons. It seems like every year, every other year, they're really, really strong in the playoffs. They just can't get over the hump to kind of get to the championship game. But I'm a big Falcons fan. I really like what they do.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised about the Falcons this year also. I must give credit to them. They've always been a team, especially the last 2 or 3 years. It seems like when it gets cold, when it comes to the cold weather months, they just tend to fly south, for lack of no pun intended there, for lack of a better phrase. They just seem to lay an egg, and I think he has the guys, especially that running game. That running game is something nice, but he has the guys ready, and as you said, can possibly get over the hump. If you wondered who the number 1 seed is in the NFC, it is the Cowboys. They finished the season at 13-3. Dak Prescott. Let's just run them off. Dak Prescott, Dez Bryant, Ezekiel Elliott, Jason Garrett. These guys are playing great football. They even got Tony Romo into the mix, got him a touchdown pass, and finished it up with Mark Sanchez. I thought it was very smart because I was wondering, because at first the Cowboys were saying that they were not going to play or, not going to let Tony Romo play any. And I thought that was not smart because let's say something did, God forbid something happened to Dak Prescott, then you're going to play Mark Sanchez, or you wanted to play a rusty Tony Romo. That would not have been a good look. So good kudos to the Cowboys. We're going to see what they can do if they can make it to the Super Bowl down there in Houston. Almost play a home game. My Bears, they went 13-3. Yay! We clinched the number 3 draft pick. Yay! Those Bears are mine. I don't know what to say about them. The Titans ended up 9-7. They did not make it to the playoffs as I had suggested all year long. However, this may be even better for them. They will get the number 5 pick via the LA Rams trade that they did this past offseason with Jeff Fisher and those LA Rams. They moved up to get a quarterback. However, they also will have the 18th pick, so we're going to see. They got 2 top 20 picks. Let's see what they can do with those. They definitely need help in the secondary. And possibly, throw in a big play receiver. See what you guys do with it. We'll have more on it next week with Ron Wynn. I'm talking about this gentleman knows all about Nashville sports. We'll talk about just a little bit of everything, including those 2 first-round picks. And also, while I'm on the Titans, GM of the year, he has to be GM of the year, John Robinson. You show me one better. He has put together a team that for this year, for this 2016 campaign, that only won like a handful of games in the past 2-3 years. They've won like 5 games in the past 3 seasons. So kudos to John Robinson, Mike Mularkey, and that whole team, man. We'll be back. We got some DSR. We got that throwback song, Coach Mack, right here on the podcast.
Yeah, fat bastard nigga. And my nigga Lil Running, man. Where y'all throwbacks at, Man, where them throwbacks at? Sailor Run, I got more throwbacks than throwback tackle, my nigga.
My nigga, I got more throwbacks than fabulous. It's that boy Lil Running, $600 kiss. I done hit the club, Gucci all on my feet. I done hit the club, throwback Rodney P. It's that boy Lil Running, throwback Deion Sanders. I'ma gon' switch it to the throwback Barry Sanders. It's that Lil Running, pop trunk on the Colonel. I don't give a fuck, Swift real gon' turn. It's still a running, I done swing, I done swung. I done hit the club, throw back, lean, swung. It's the boy the running, I leave your body numb. Maybe what soon, throw back, Warren Moon.
Well, it's the fat bastard, gets in my belly. Hit the club in the throwback, Jim Kelly. Looking good, never mistaken. Hit the club in the throwback, Troy Aikman. Buy all my clothes, fuck a layaway. Hit the club, throwback, John Elway. Man, looking clean, never been a stalker. Popped up in the throwback, Herschel Walker. No, I don't care, my diamonds glare. Popped up in the throwback, Gale Sale. This is one fresh, here's a hand roll. Popped up throwback, Terry Bradshaw. Looking real good, went hard to handle, throwback. With Earl Campbell, I ain't tripping, clap twice. Truck slam, popped up throwback, Randall Cunningham. Man, hold on, freestyle is sharper. I done came through, throwback Alvin Harper. Let these boys know that them bros keep chasing. Hit the club, throwback, fucking Walter Payton. All on my back, all by my paper. Hit the club, throwback Lawrence Taylor. Maybe be a giant, got plenty clients. Ain't even tripping, got more energy than Reliant. Niggas don't know, ain't let Flanders. Hit the club, throwback Larry Sanders. From the Redskins, rolling big beans. Got the Gucci shades, plus the Prada leans. I ain't even tripping cause my tech keep humming. Hit the club, throwback Derek Thomas. All on my chest, babe with the zest. Let them boys, let them know that I'm fresh.
Watch the money creep, won't put me to sleep. I done hit the club, throwback Pistol Pete. I done fucked the whole best believe I ain't lying. I done hit the club, throwback, know the ride. Just a damn picture, talking baseball. 6 screens in my car and they gon' fall. I'ma gon' wreck, hold up, what it be? I done hit the club, throwback, Muhammad Ali. But he ain't got a jersey, he got the skin. It's the ball that running, fuck the yellow ball twin. In the damn biz, talk about my car. I'ma go ahead, I'ma sip on the ball.
Dirty South Riders, what's up to all them boys out there in that deep time? What's up to my niggas in that San Antonio?
Little shine there. Okay. Welcome back. It is the Surround Sound Podcast. I am R. Hunter Jr., the truth and not a rumor. I'd like to thank my very special guest, Coach Jerry Mack, for coming in and hanging out with us for just a little bit. We had a lot of information that we covered. We also got into entertainment and a little basketball. We talked a little bit about Ninth Wonder and hip hop and all that good stuff too. Our show was musically motivated by No Limit Records. So go and make sure when you listen to the show, you hear all the greatest hits of that right there. Coach Mack.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I definitely appreciate you hanging out with us for a second, man. The Sign of the Times, the name of it is the hip-hop influence. We're going to talk a little bit about how influential hip-hop was, but I know you got things to do, so I really appreciate you, man. And until next time, huh?
No doubt, man. I appreciate you having me on, Ruben.
Hey, it's all good, brother. I'll talk to you next time, man.
All right.
On this week's Sign of the Times, it is the hip-hop influence. And like I said, the music for this week's show was brought to you by the late 90s, especially down south, Master P, No Limit, Body, all that good stuff, just like that. Percy Miller, a.k.a. Master P, set a precedence with music with the DIY approach, the do-it-yourself type of deal where he went out and he sold his music. He believed in himself. And he said, hey, you know what? I'm going to go out and I'm going to do my own thing. I'm not worried about y'all. You're not trying to give me a deal. Then, hey, I'm going to show you that I deserve a deal. And many cats have followed suit. Most namely, Jay-Z. And even moving on to more recently, Chance the Rapper, who won an unprecedented 7 Grammys for an artist with having no major label support. And this is incredible because a lot of people say that, rap is only about the lower standards in life. It's only about drugs, only about drug usage or selling drugs. Well, they fail, however, to understand hip-hop's positive influence in the private sector. For if we take the model of a Chance the Rapper, of a Jay-Z, and most importantly of a Percy Miller, it would definitely improve our business savviness, so to speak. What's going on, Crystal? How you living? Now think about this. Coach Mack, I graduated with him. This guy's 35. He has the most wins by a North Carolina Central University coach in their first 3 seasons. This year, they had 12 games. 12 times 3 is 36. Think about that for a minute. Over his first 3 years, he won 23 games out of 36. That's incredible. You think maybe this is just a flash in the pan or something like that? What's going on, Keenan? How you living? You think this is just a flash in the pan? Well, maybe so, but let's see why. Let's see what the standards were that led to this happening. And not just in his collegiate career. Let's go all the way back and think about how hip-hop possibly influenced it. Now, let's see. Let's go to his upbringing. Undoubtedly, he was raised the right way. Big shouts out to Miss Mack and Mr. Mack. They most definitely did their thing. Of course, because Coach Mack made education a priority, this is true. We both went to the prestigious Whitehaven High School. And then, no doubt, his wife, Star, made the home front well enough to where he can go out and pursue his coaching dreams. That is truly, truly dope. But let's take a look at something that may not possibly be so keen to the eye. And it's this. You ever heard of a food desert? This is a term coined by our first lady, Miss Michelle Obama. It's when a neighborhood seemingly doesn't have fresh fruits and vegetables within a walking radius of where they live. With that being said, Whitehaven, it was about 4 or 5 prospective supermarkets within walking distance of our high school. Let's go a little deeper. Had affordable housing. And not just affordable housing. It was certain parts of Whitehaven that there's still $1 million homes there. Okay. So we're feeding the generation. We're housing the generation. Let's go another step forward. It was quality stores to buy household goods and services, even to the point of buying nice clothing. So, with that being the deal, now we're clothing, we have shelter, we're feeding. And lastly, but above all, quality public schools. So, I said all that to say this. If you clothe the child, if you feed the child, if you give shelter to the child, and if you give that child education, there's no telling what that child will do. For everybody here, including D, including Troy, and most definitely the homie, head coach Jerry Mack of North Carolina Central University, I am all 100 Junior, the truth and not a rumor. In the words of the scholar Jerry Springer, Please take care of yourself and each other. That's how it's going down. Surround Sound Podcast, Sign of the Times.